Well, well, I bet you thought that I'd forgot about our deal. But I am a man of my word, and it'd be strange and absurd just trying to keep it real. Yeah, I know I lost a bet, but I haven't lost you yet. And if drinking lemonade for the rest of my days could save you, you know I would do it. Remember Regina and Sarah and cereal bowls and wearing our hats even when it's not cold. Well, I'll never relate to your city peeps, 'cause I do most all my thugging on suburban streets. I get terrified, but I'm fine when I'm with you. Yeah, you know that I love it when you sing. But I'd love it even more if you'd stop hitting things. Regardless, I'd be heartless without you. Well, I haven't yelled at someone in a really long time, and the last time that I did, I regretted it. I can't wait till senior year, when I will live in constant fear to act like a zombie, slobber all on me. Know that I'll hate it, but I wouldn't trade it for any asshole you don't like. Yeah, you're stuck with me for the rest of our afterlives. May Gavanen, and greetings and welcome to another trailer reaction video. Dun, 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 dun. I love Willow. This is going to be the Disney Plus trailer, and I have the movie here. I forgot the name of the woman who played Joanne Whaley. How can I forget that? Joanne Whaley, whom you can also see in the third season of Daredevil, Netflix Daredevil, now on Disney Plus. Joanne Whaley, and this is Val Kilmer, and I think this is where they met, and I think they got married for a little while. Val Kilmer and Joanne Whaley. And then Warwick Davis as Willow. This is the film I have. So I'm a fan of this, and we have Jean Marsh here as Queen Bev Morda. I don't know, it's maybe not coming out so clear, but maybe you can kind of see that. Do you see it? Well, okay, that's her. That's Jean Marsh. I'm trying to think who else I recall seeing in here. I immediately can't, but I believe also just a fun little tip or a fun little fact is there's a part when they were invading one of the villages. You'll see this two-headed creature that was spawned from the troll in there, and I think that is Phil Tippett who did the effects for that. I believe Phil Tippett also did, of course, is known for the effects, for the walkers in Empire Strikes Back. This is a George Lucas film, but produced by George Lucas. I'm sorry, directed by Ron Howard. I'm sorry about that. Film by Ron Howard. What was I going to say? I had something I was going to say and I can't remember. Well, anyways, I'll say this, that this is like it's a typical, like fantasy sword and sorcery flick. And I guess, there's like subgenres within the fantasy, or the sword and sorcery genre. There's one where it has more of like a fairy tale look or a fable, and then there's the fantasy and the high fantasy. This falls under like the high fantasy, because it has, you got creatures like brownies in here, and just the look of the world is absolutely gorgeous. And the village where Willow is from, I was about to say the Shire, but that's not the Shire. Dun 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 dun. that place is absolutely beautiful. You know, the place where they, the kids of Willow, the two boy and girl, found a baby that came down the river. There's a part in here where there's an attack, and I believe one of those girls that was in peril in that place, in the, you know, when they were getting attacked by those war pig things. I believe she grew up to be the main star in the Human Centipede, but in Willow she was, I believe, uncredited. But I don't quote me on that. I thought I read something, I came across something like that, and you can look it up yourself, and maybe you can tell me if I'm correct on this or not. But one of the children in Willow's village that was in peril during that attack when looking for the baby grew up to be the main girl in the Human Centipede, you know. I think she might have been the rear. She might have been the rear. Well, anyways, if I had one complaint, though, about this is, as much as I love Val Kilmer and loved him in this, I thought he was great. He was a great warrior, great fighter. Some of his lines, I wish that, and I understand why he acted the way he did. They gave him almost like a Han Solo personality, but to me it felt like it was very anachronistic, like the way his expressions, his word, like his diction, his delivery of the lines was very. I know he's meant to be like a swashbuckling kind of guy, but to me it just felt like they wouldn't speak in such a manner in the old days. Like, imagine if you heard Aragorn from Lord of the Rings, or any of the people, like Sean Bean, you know, as Boromir, Gimli, speak in the same, I don't know if these are the right words I'm using, I heard them before, but cadence, diction, manner of speaking, you know, if you know, like, and his expressions, you know, there's a part in here where he's trapped in a cage at, you know, near the beginning part when they're trying to, Willow and his people were trying to look for someone to deliver the baby to, looking for a daikini, a human-sized person, and he found him, and he's kind of crying. He just wants some water. He's like, he's crying, and he goes, I just want to, blah 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 blah, and you know, I'm gonna die and all that. I don't belong here, whatever. And when they go to give him the water, he goes, here. And he says, oh, thanks, man. And he just, the way, you know, like he's fake crying and then, thanks, man. It doesn't fit the world of a sword and sorcery place. Like, imagine if you're watching Passion of the Christ and someone spoke like that. You know, it doesn't, you know, or, and like I said, like Aragorn, it's just not right. And there's many times, like, I was fine with, I'm the greatest swordsman who ever lived. That's fine, but I just wish he acted a bit more the part instead of like that, you know. Somewhat of a minor gripe, but still it's there, and I just wanted to bring that up. So now I heard about this, and I'm super excited, you know, because Willow's great, and I always wish that they made a sequel to it. I wanted to see where it went from there with Val Kilmer, you know, Matt Monaghan, and Saoirse. You know, they got married at the end, and they got possession of Elandra, I think was her name, the baby, and, you know, destined to be princess. And Willow went back to his homeland, and I wanted to see where it went from there, and we never did. Now, of course, Val Kilmer and even Saoirse are much older. I wonder if we're going to get to see them in here. Maybe we're going to see this in this trailer. This is my first time seeing it, so let's go check it out. Here we go.
Child destined to be an empress, and the unlikely hero who would protect her.
He's got long hair. I love it. It's just long hair and sword and sorcery. It just, you know, to me it just goes hand in hand. I just think it's badass to have a warrior character with long hair. Anyways, sorry.
There is a balance between all
Saoirse! Oh, I got goosies. You for a moment, it just my I got goosebumps to raise on my arms for briefly when I saw that. To see Saoirse again, and the last time I saw Val Kilmer, he looked, I hate to say it, but he didn't look so good, and he's, but hopefully he fixed himself up a little bit for this role and got a little bit more in shape. I understand he's gotten older, but I just felt maybe he didn't take care of himself as well as he should have. Saoirse still looks fine, Oh, God. Hold on, I gotta practice it. This is just... To see Saoirse.
There is a balance between all things. Light and shadow. Good and evil. When that balance is upset,
Oh, shit.
the universe corrects.
Saoirse. Fuck yeah. This fall, too. So, oh, yeah, we don't have to wait so long. New adventure.
The world needs you again. It needs your magic.
Yes. Tuatha, Tuatha, Tuatha Dinor. Yes.
Into the unknown.
Looks like brownies in
That's
there.
where we must
Oh. Oh my God. I got goosebumps now in my thighs, It's like I'm looking at him. It's just I think Lord of the Rings online and like how you can dress up your hobbit to look like this. God, man, I'm such a sword and sorcery fantasy RPG nerd. Lord of the Rings, Ator the Blade Master, Red Sonja, come on, Deathstalker, Barbarian Queen 1 and 2, the Beastmaster trilogy, Beastmaster, the Beastmaster, Beastmaster through the Beastmaster 2, Through the Portal of Time, Beastmaster 3, the Eye of Braxis, come on, the Barbarian Queen, the Empress Strikes Back, of course, Lord of the Rings trilogy, Season of the Witch, Passion of the Christ, come on, I even would throw The Nun from the Conjuring series kind of into that category because they form a group like that. You got the priest, you got Frenchie, he's like the range guy, and then you have the nun, so they're a band of three, even though the setting may not be the same. I felt like it was isolated enough in a place that felt like, it's in an abbey. Okay, I'm gonna have like an attack because I'm so excited, and I'm gonna faint because when I get excited about something, that's why my blood pressure, I gotta be careful with that because I get so excited so easily, and when I see stuff like this, maybe they have Val Kilmer's character die in this, or he's dead at this point. I don't know, but to see Saoirse wielding a sword yet again, what was that guy's name? Kane or Kane? I think his name was Kane, right? The villain with the skull mask. He's dead. Mad Mardigan killed him. Pretty much after he killed his very good friend Eric, which they started off. It seemed like they had like a love to hate you kind of friendship, because when he was trapped in that cage, Eric didn't want to release him, but then later on they're free, and then they kind of joined forces, and then when he got killed by that guy, Kane, then Mad Mardigan took revenge on him. Like I said, the choreography is very, very good. Very, very good to great. I loved all the characters. The brownies is just magic to be had. Sorry, I didn't even finish this. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, November 30th. Disney Plus. Yeah. If you guys don't mind, I gotta just let it go through this time.
Destined to be an empress. And the unlikely hero who would protect her.
There is a balance between all things. Light and shadow. Good and evil. balance is upset, the universe corrects.
That looked like that was Kane's sword. Oh no. Yeah, maybe Kane's sword. The one that Sorcerer was holding. Because that sword
The world needs
guard.
you again.
I recognize
needs
it.
your magic.
Yeah. The magic. Those look like a bunch of trolls over there.
Into the unknown.
Hey! The redhead. And lesbianism, it looks like, gonna be in here. Her. The Green Knight and the Winter Soldier. I recognize her. It's just my disappearing pig act, you know. Is this the extent of your magic? Oh, I loved it when Bavmorda crushed that acorn, you know. Oh, just everything. Oh, I gotta see this again. Such great times. I love Lusortia, you know. I'm sorry. It's bringing a tear to my eye remembering this all. Willow, you idiot. Russell? Oh, yeah.
Into the unknown. That's where we must go.
Well done, Willow. And that mage fight at the end in Willow with Bavmorda fighting Razel, now turned human, but she's like old now with that wand. I have Shalindria's wand. Oh, and oh, so great, so great. Let her go, mother. Yes. Turned against me? Turned against me? You're all, this is not an army. You're all pigs. Pigs. Oh. Anyways, that is it. Super excited for this, you know. I mean, I really love this one. I love this type of films. It's my genre, you know. Anyways, that's it. Hope you all enjoyed, and see ya.